Mayflom here, craftwithmay.com, and I am organizing my glitter glues, which are an absolute mess. And it is summer right now. Glitter glue, and I bet you can tell by my colors here, and all the greens, the mints, the reds, the golds, glitter glue tends to be used the heaviest for me around the holidays and holiday crafting. So I know that seems a strange thing to say in the middle of summer, but that is where they get used the most. Now, what kind of glitter glue do I use the most? That's gonna be Stickles. And if you're wondering why I have so many here of the same color, it's because I do sometimes teach classes in person. So I keep them all together so I know what I've got, but sometimes I have up to a dozen of a color. Anyhow, my favorite colors of Stickles are Raspberry Tart, Cool Mint, my absolute favorite, Mercury Glass, Frosted Lace, and there you are, Grape Crush. I also think that the Joyful, that's kind of gold and green and red all together, is pretty fun. But these would be my top 5. These are my favorites. I love all of them though, from the blues to the ones that are kind of more like distressed Stickles. They're all so much fun. And if you're wondering, okay, but why do you like them? What's so great about them? You know, why do we care? Well, I'll tell you. There's a couple ways that I like to use them. Right off the bat, of course, and let's see, let's pick a color. I'm trying to pick a color here that will for sure show up. So we'll use the holiday one. Now, when I give this a squeeze, okay, so this one is not plugged. If it gets plugged, sometimes right at the tip, you can kind of just pick at it and any plug will come out. Sometimes you need to put a needle in there. Sometimes if the very top or just below the top is clogged, sometimes you trim a little bit off, it works. What I find works really well when I go to use it is I shake it a few times down, and I know I shook everything there, so that towards the tip, so that I get a nice smooth application. Now, I tend to go nice and slow. This thing about these are, it's really forgiving. So in other words, if I come through here and it's sketchy, I can come back here as slow or as fast as I want and make a line. I love that I can do that. I can also smear it, which I think is cool because it gives me the glitter effect. And yes, there might be a little bit of glitter on my finger, but there's no loose glitter. I am a mess with loose glitter. So for me, products like Stickles that give me all the fun of glitter without the mess, that's a real win. Now, sometimes what you'll see me do is combine Stickles with things like sequins or buttons where I'll add a few drops. This works really well, especially with buttons. And I'll pull some out here. So I'm just going to do like a little test here. So if well, not a test, but like a pretend I'm not going to glue these things down, but if I have like a little trio of things here and there's like a little spot, say right here where I would want a little bit of Stickles, or right here, it kind of helps like close the gaps or any awkward spaces. You can use a little bit of Stickles. It's also a lot of fun to put on top of things. For example, alphabet stickers. It can be a lot of fun, and I'll pull one out here. There we go. We can have an alphabet sticker and then take Stickles. This is where Frosted Lace comes into play a lot, but any color would do. And it's up to you, like I just showed you. You can smear it, you can draw a line, but it's a lot of fun. And when this dries, you do need to let it dry, but once it's dry, guys, what I really like is that it's going to dry and the glue's not gonna show up. We're just gonna have all that glittery fun, like I said before, all the glittery fun with none of the mess, and just make sure you're taking care with your bottles and not storing them in such a mess like I am. So that is one of today's, you know what? This is one of my not just today, long time favorite products. And that's why it's got a little video here in Friday Favorites. If you have any questions, requests, comments, anything crafty at all, feel free to let me know. I'll see you next time.